One more time. So 100 jumping jacks, 30 jump squats, 30 jump lunges, and 10 bear crawl push-ups. I'll call them out when I'm finished with each one. Just do them on your own. Go. Thirty jump squats. 30 jump lunges. 10 bear crawl push-ups. All right, neck rotations. Other direction. up and down. Side to side. Ear to shoulder. Shoulder circles. Backwards. Elbow circles. Backwards. Pivot side to side. Hip circles. Other way. Back bend. Forward, legs wide. Fingers facing back. Stretch out your forearms here too. Now turn towards your left side in the lunge. Left arm up. Left arm down, right arm up. Both arms down, back knee down, straighten the front leg, reach forward. Try to keep your back straight when you're doing this instead of folding your back. Sit back up, fold that leg in front of you for pigeon. Scoot your back leg back a little bit, and down, reach forward. Untangle yourself from there and get back into the splits. Put the back of your hand on the mat. Move that around a little bit. All right, now lunge towards your right side. Right arm up. Right arm down, left arm up. Both arms down, back knee down. Straighten your front leg, reach forward. Come back up, fold that leg in front of you. Scoot your back leg back, or pigeon. Bend down, reach forward. Entangle yourself back into the splits. From here, drop both knees down for a frog. Keep your legs parallel to one another and scoot your butt back. Lean forward for cobra. Look over your right shoulder. Over your left shoulder. Sit back in the child's pose. Reach over to your right. Reach over to your left. And time. All right, shake it out. All right, so Zell, is this your first time in class?
Hi, yes, it is.
Are you new to jiu-jitsu, not new to jiu-jitsu?
Yes, I'm new to jiu-jitsu.
Okay. Do you do other martial arts? You have like martial arts mat, so that's what I'm.
Oh, yeah, no, those are actually my kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, I don't.
Okay. Do you know how to do a hip escape?
No.
Okay. All right. Everybody do a hip escapes, regular on your forearm, on your hand. Zell. So real quick. So a hip escape, we're gonna do a bunch of these jiu-jitsu movements. So I'm just gonna go through them with you really quick. So a hip escape is kind of what they're doing. So it's also called a shrimp because you kind of look like a shrimp, kind of like jumping, right? So you start on your back and you're gonna scoot your butt out while you're looking the opposite direction. So I'm scooting my butt back. One leg is posted and keeping myself, this is the leg that's moving me around. And my butt's going back. This one, I don't know, sometimes I leave it forward, but sometimes I bring it with me. But the leg that where the direction that I'm pointing my butt, that leg, that outside leg is the one that's controlling it. So if I go the other direction, I'm going to point my butt out that way. This leg is the one that's carrying me, and this foot can be floating. But I'm ending up on my shoulder. Scoot your butt out more. It's a scooting your butt out kind of drill. There you go. Yeah. Scoot your butt out more. You're doing it okay on one side, and one side you're like not scooting as much. All right, so the next drill. So everybody else do the the bridge, hip escape, scissor kick, forward roll combo. So next, we're gonna do a bridge. So it's not like the regular bridge where you go straight back. We're gonna actually go over our shoulder. So a jujitsu bridge, I'm gonna plant both feet down. My hips go up, but I'm going to face one way and tap across. So I'm like looking 45 degrees and tapping over there. There, yeah. All right, next. So back roll and then frog jumps. Slow back roll. Slowly get onto your flat on your belly. Go back. Frog jump. Back roll. Slow. Frog jump. Go. So we're gonna work on the back roll, but not a full back roll. So I'm gonna face this way. I'm trying to roll over my shoulder. So I'm gonna look over my shoulder and I'm gonna tap my feet on the mat. Just tapping here. And then I'm gonna look over the other side. I'm trying to roll over the shoulder I'm looking at here. If I need to use my arms to stop myself, I use my arms out. But I'm just looking and rolling over that shoulder, tapping my foot. Yeah. All right, next, everybody can do this one. We're just gonna do a hip thrust. So I'm coming up, one leg is folded, one leg is forward, and I'm hip thrusting. Hip thrust. All right, for you colored belts, we're going to do the hip thrust. I'm going to step my foot across. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to do a really like low squat. Come back down. So it's sort of like the arm bar if you were going for an arm bar. So hip thrust, step that front foot across. Then I'm going to turn 180 here in a squat. So I'll keep going, just regular hip thrust. All the way up, there you go. So Lynn, step your foot that's planted, step it in front of your other foot, and then you're going to pivot that back foot, and you're going to turn all the way. So. Yeah, step that front foot in front of your knee. There you go. And then turn. There you go. Yeah. All right. Time. Everybody get water and get your dummies or bears. Oh, it's a big bear. Okay. All right. So we're going to work on the 360 serve. So Zell, we're basically working on controlling a person. Hi. So like pinning somebody down. And so we've been working on something called, well, something I call surfing, on like body surfing. For you higher belts that have been here, I don't know if you've all noticed that I've done the surfing 2 different ways, where on Wednesday we went this way and stepped over, right? We've also gone facing this way and back stepping. So higher belts, I want you all to work on the 360 surf, but using both the kind of the scissor kick motion and then the back step motion. So change it up, do the 360, and you're looking at me like, what are we doing? Yeah, you're just higher belts. You guys are going to come from the knee on belly, and you're going to come to side control. You're going to do either the flipping this way with the scissor kick, or you're going to go beach body that way, and you're going to do that back step, and you're going to go around. Does that make sense? Amy and Sarah. Yeah.
Do you mind just doing the whole thing just once?
Okay.
Like what happens once you hit north south?
All right. So I'm going to do it both ways. Zell, just bear with me before I get to you. Yeah. So we're going to start on knee on belly. We're going to come down to side control, and you can pick a direction. I'm going to go facing them here, keeping my head low. I'm going to replace my elbow at their armpit and do that kind of scissor kick here. I can get into the north-south position, come around. That is a back step version, or the baseball slide version. And then come up, knee on belly, up across. So baseball slide version or back step version. Zell. Oh, hi. So for you, we're going to work on side control to something called north-south. Okay, so right now we're trying to control the person, the dummy, and we're going to come from we're trying to control their hips and their shoulders. So my knee is gonna be by the hip, one knee, and the other knee is gonna be by the shoulder. Here, wherever that arm goes is wherever that arm goes. So right here, I have control of this side of their body. So now I have to control the other side of their body, their shoulders and their hips. This hand for now is gonna go underneath the head. I'm going to cup the shoulder. So now I'm controlling the shoulder and I'm controlling the head. And this hand, my elbow is gonna go at the hip and I'm gonna control the armpit. And control the shoulder here. So I have both sides of the shoulder here, right? Okay. Now, let me think. Now we're gonna go into north-south, and we're actually just gonna do it a little simpler than what we're doing over here. So I'm going to put my hand on top. I was underneath the head. This is really good control. Now I'm gonna go on top. I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder. I'm gonna put my hand on the hip. I'm going to, my knees are at the shoulders and the hips. I'm gonna lift them up. I'm going to just move, place them back down when I'm in front of them, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to kind of keep my chest on the dummy, and then I'm going to move around by picking up my knees and moving around. I'm gonna go here, here. We're just pinning the person with our chest. All right, Zell, you keep working on that, and everybody else, look up. We're going to work on submissions from each section. So for now, we're gonna do a submission from the knee on belly, and we're gonna do a submission from side control. So knee on belly, obviously, you can get this arm and get the arm bar here. So when you're doing the 360, we'll start with a submission, grab the arm. You can grab, let's grab at the, let's try to get the hand underneath your armpit, and you're gonna grab all the way at the shoulder, either cupping the tricep or getting the fabric at the shoulder, pulling that up, keeping yourself straight. And then we're going to go around, get that arm bar. This is gonna be that nasty arm bar that if you go too fast, you'll break an arm. And then you want to transition to side control. This arm is gonna go underneath the armpit, and I'm going to get the very back of the gi here. So underneath the armpit, I'm gonna drive my shoulder into them. Here, I'm going to get the lapel, thumb in, and then I'm going to push my shoulder or my elbow into their neck. If I want to go even deeper, I can clock out. Yeah. So keep doing the 360. Those two submissions, arm bar and that paper cutter choke.
Aisha, the
Yeah.
second one is your the one that's going under the armpit is thumb in or
No,
it's
so when you
under?
go underneath, you go 4 fingers in on the very back.
Okay,
4 fingers,
I forgot.
like that. Get closer. So I'm coming underneath the armpit, and I'm gonna grab like this.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
All right, Zell, how you doing? Oh, what's it wearing now?
So am I switching arms?
Are you switching arms? Let me see what you're doing. Yeah. So you're switching your arms around and making sure you're kind of controlling them.
Okay.
Right? So Zell, we're gonna do one more thing. So we're actually gonna come from something called knee on belly first. So you're going to put your knee into its stomach. Here. So you're in this posture, my knee is in their stomach. I'm like driving in with the other foot. Here. And then I'm going to grab the arm. I'm gonna come back with my knee, put it down by the shoulder, the other one by the hip. Here. And then I'm gonna do that reversal where I'm gonna put my arms on top of them. I'm gonna turn around and then turn around. I still have my arms over the shoulders and the hips, but now they're just obviously in a different configuration. And from here, I'm going to use their shoulders and hips again. I'm gonna come up and back into this position where my knee is in their belly.
I'm sorry, could you do that one more time for me?
Sure. So I start here. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna grab the arm. I'm gonna put my knee right by that shoulder. I'm gonna take my knee off the belly, put it by the other shoulder, and I'm gonna get side control. And then I'm going to let go of side control by putting my arms on top of them. I'm going to draw my legs around. Draw my legs around. Here, my hands are still on top, so I'm going to use that to like push myself up. And then I'm going to put my knee on the belly, and then my leg is out, pushing into them. Yeah. All right, my color belts, is that enough time for that? We're gonna do the weird one that some of you have done before, where we do the toe hold. So look in. So we're gonna start from north-south. We have the north-south, that's where it's just full control and no like submissions. We're just controlling them from moving around. From here, if their arms are down, I'm just going to, my hands are by the hips, but I can plant them on the mat, and then I'm going to frog jump over. Just sitting on their chest. My shins are on their arms, so they can't move anywhere. I usually do that when somebody is very guardy. So right now I'm controlling their upper body, but somebody's very guardy and they're trying to get their knee in. I'm just going to hop on over and I'm going to attack that toe hold. I don't know if you do any leg locks yet, Lynn, but here we're just going to grab that toe hold. We're going to come all the way to the side. I just scooted myself. That's not actually going to work on a real person, but for the sake of this drill, we're just doing the toe hold or the knee bar. So here, hop up, grab the foot. Here, come around. Maybe. If not the toe hold, just get the knee bar. All right, bears don't have full legs. Yeah, that actually works with a bear. Zell, how you feeling? Okay. All right, Zell, would you like to work on a submission?
Sure, I'll try.
Okay. So from that knee on belly position, so we're here, right? You know how I was saying grab the arm so that you can put your knee in that plate, in that shoulder spot, right? So instead of, coming from here, pulling up the arm and putting your knee down by the neck or the shoulder, you're actually going to pull on the arm, and then I'm going to step my foot all the way to the other my Achilles is on the side of their neck on the other side. From here, I'm going to sit my butt down, squeeze my knees together. I'm going to put both hands on their wrist, or I don't know what dummy has. Dummy has wrist, right? Sort of. And then I'm going to bridge up, straight up. So one more time. I'm going to come here from knee on belly. I'm going to pull up that arm. Pull up that arm. The back leg, my knee stays on the belly. My back leg is going to come around. My Achilles is going to go onto the side of the neck. And I'm going to sit my butt down. Pinch my knees together. I'm going to put both hands on the wrist. Put my back on the ground. And then I'm going to put my hips straight into the air. Now, let me see you do that, because you have the wrong leg over the head, but let me see. All right, everybody else, do the 360 submissions at each point. So come back to knee on belly. No, come back. So knee on belly is so their head is here, right? My outside, or my knee closest to their legs, is on the belly. Yeah. I pull up the arm. I'm going to step the other leg around. So the knee stays on the belly, the other leg goes around. Yep. I'm going to sit myself back, put my knees together, squeeze my knees, both hands on the wrist, lay back, bridge up. That last part's. Yeah. Do that a couple times on both sides. Squeeze your knees together. Yeah. All right, higher belts looking. We're gonna do one more, which is very similar to the other choke that we just did. But instead of using the top of their knee, we're gonna come from north-south we're going to undress them. This one goes underneath the armpit. Hold on, let me undress my dummy a little bit better. So again, yeah, obviously this is gonna be really complicated. So I'm gonna get that underneath their armpit, underneath their head, and then this arm's gonna go underneath the head and grab it here. So it's gonna be like this. Let me just show you before I continue. So it comes from underneath their armpit, behind their head, and passed on to this other hand behind their neck. Yeah? Here, open that up. This hand will come grab it over here. I am going to either force them to turn or let them turn. They're going to try to turn into me here. And I'm just actually going to put my weight on top of my chest, on top of their like deltoid, their shoulder area. And then I'm going to pressure down, and I have that other hand pulling the gi. I can also just grab here and pull, like basically use their shoulder and push it in. But either way, this is supposed to be a inconspicuous one where they're not supposed to feel it, but obviously they always feel it. So here, north south, coming with the gi, underneath the armpit, underneath the head, pass it on to the other arm. I'm going to come get this arm. I'm going to grab at the armpit from the top. I'm going to turn, and I'm going to place them on their side. I'm going to put my chest, and then I'm going to pull and push. So I'm going here. Cool. Zell, did you try both sides? There you go. Don't forget to squeeze your knees together. Yeah. All right, time. We're gonna work more on lapel stuff next week, but does anyone have questions? If it's about the last lapel thing, don't ask it. I will go over it next week. Any other questions besides that one? Okay, great. Okay, so we're gonna do the end of the workout. So you can put away the dummies. It's mostly abs. Yeah, it's mostly abs. So at the end of class, we do, I guess it's a Tabata workout. It's 45 seconds on, and then you have a 10-second rest, and then we do the next thing. So we're doing 8. So we're doing the plank hip switch. So the plank hip switch is you're in a plank, and you're moving your hips side to side while staying in that kind of low plank position. And then the next one is Superman look backs. So you're gonna do Superman, but you're gonna look back. I like tapping my leg just to make sure I'm looking back. So Superman, look back, Superman. Next ones are side crunches. So you're just doing side crunches. There's 2 rounds of those, both sides. And then hip ups. So legs straight up. Try not to let your legs fall down. Try to keep your legs up the whole time. Regular sit-ups. So you can use your dummy if you want something for something underneath your legs. All the way up. All the way up. Then we got bicycles. You can do the regular bicycles, however you want to do the bicycles. And then Russian twists. So Russian twists, you're staying on your butt and you're going side to side, tapping the ground. Any questions? I will call them out, so if you get lost, just look up and somebody will be doing it. There are different variations, so yeah. So the first one we're doing is the plank hip switch. I'm sure this is loud. Superman look backs. Side crunch. Other side. Regular, no, not regular sit-ups, hip-ups. Sit-ups, just regular old sit-ups. Bicycles. However you want to do bicycles. I think we all do it differently. Russian twists. So balance on your butt. All right, time. And that's the end of class. Stretch out if you need to.